Kriers with Baker's Ribs in Weatherford.
And I'm his wife, Deanna Krier, and we moved to Weatherford 21 years ago, March 1st, 2000. And honestly, what we loved about Weatherford was the hometown feel. I mean, we lived in Dallas, and that's crazy, lots of traffic, very heavy population, and we just wanted someplace quiet, family-oriented, and community-driven. And what we love about living in Weatherford is we're very active in the Weatherford Chamber and the East Parker County Chamber, and we're active in our church. And everybody just comes around and, we're friends. I mean, it's like a big family always eating here together.
In 2008, we had a little bit of a problem with the recession, and we almost went bankrupt. But our prayers were answered whenever God gave us new ideas about the fried pies and gave us the new LED sign, and we just got new side dishes, and we just totally recovered from that. We feel like we're blessed by God ever since then. And when He blessed us, we decided we were going to bless other people. He gave us a vision to give away Bibles, and so we started to give away Bibles. My wife thought I was a little bit crazy.
I did. So when he said, "Hey, God told me it's time to give away Bibles," I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?" No, God would never tell you to get Bibles away at a barbecue place or even a bar. And so I went to bed that night, and the next morning I woke up, and the Lord said, "Did you tell my son not to do something that I told him to do?" And I'm like, "Oh, wow, sorry, God. I better go make this up." So I drove to the restaurant. I talked to Brian. I said, "Hey, Brian, you're right. God did tell you to put the Bibles in the foyer or somewhere in the restaurant. So let's do it." Because, when you feed your soul, you feed your spirit, and you also dine here on really good barbecue. It's home cooking at its best. So, you get fed at Baker's Ribs, spirit and soul and body.
So this is where all the magic with the barbecue happens. We have a rotisserie pit back behind us, and we start with a certified Black Angus briskets, high quality. We wet age it, and these briskets right here, they were loaded at 12 o'clock today. They're going to smoke for about 20 to 22 hours, and they'll come off at 8 to 10 o'clock tomorrow. They self-baste. They get the juices keep dripping down and give them more flavor, making them more tender, and they're going to have a beautiful smoke ring on them.
So here we are in front of our delicious original fried pie shop. Every day Martha makes all these pies from scratch. She makes the dough, then she rolls out the dough, she uses a special machine, and then she, by hand, puts the filling in the pies, crimps them, and puts them in a fryer, and they're all made with peanut oil. So all the pies are made fresh every day, and they've made such a difference in our community. What they did is they sparked emotion from people, because this is something that Grandma used to make, or great-grandma, and so they come in here and they get a coconut fried pie or a pecan fried pie, and they go, "Man, that reminds me of my grandma. We used to make these in the kitchen when we were kids," and they literally will cry. They're just full of emotion. And that's really what Baker's Ribs is about. It's about family. It's about eating fresh food every day. And I don't know, but the pies really are delicious, don't you think?
I think everybody just loves them.
They do.
All right, Brian, we got to get people to come out there. Baker's Ribs in Weatherford.
Yes, thank you.
All right, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Of course.